Hello, ghost girls. Today I'm going to go over some important ghost hunting tips and tricks. These are things that I highly recommend you do for best results in your investigations or your own videos. First off is what to do when you are on location. It is always important to be respectful to the place and the spirits. People, living people, still have to take care of these places, so make their job easy. And spirits were once people too. Because of that, it is important to monitor your joking around and goofing off, especially when you are trying to investigate. That doesn't mean not to joke around and just be serious, because that's no fun. It just means don't be disruptive. I like to introduce myself and others to the spirits once we start investigating. I'm sure if people were asking you a whole bunch of questions, you would want to know their names. I also make sure to thank them for letting us be in their space when I'm about to leave. Treat it like going to a friend's house. It is also really important for your own safety that as you are exiting a location, you tell the spirits they are not allowed to follow you. I've seen many people have spirits attached to them, and so far, telling them not to follow me has worked for me and other people I investigate with. As you see from my channel, I record investigations on my camera, and while being a film major has taught me some things, I am often handing my camera to people like my sister that don't have as much experience. On a serious note, the camera operator should keep the camera pointed at people unless there's a device actively going off. It is really tempting to keep the camera focused on the equipment in anticipation of it going off, but if it isn't going off or it doesn't go off, it gets kind of boring to look at. On a less serious note, for those with zoom lenses like I have fun with it. Zooming in on things keeps things interesting. A common thing to do during investigations is EVP sessions. This goes for any audio device you may use for these. Before you start recording on a device, have your participants think of a couple questions. There are times I've not done this, and it just ends in awkward pauses or laughter, and sometimes even asking the same question as someone else. Or stealing their questions. Sorry, Livy.
What's your name?
It's not recording. Now it's recording. What's your name? When you start recording, say out loud something along the lines of starting the recording or putting the recorder down. This will let the people listening to the audio know that noises at the beginning are most likely from you and not paranormal. It is also preferable to put the recording device on a flat surface. And if a flat surface isn't available, hold it as still as you can. Jostling or moving the recorder creates noise that you can't hear with your own ears, and it may end up covering up questions or potential EVPs, or sometimes even get mistaken as paranormal. While asking questions, wait 10 seconds between each one. This is to give the spirits time to respond. Also, do not talk, whisper, or move around, except for when you're asking questions. Talking and conversing elongates the recording. I am very guilty of doing this. And whispers or movements may be mistaken as EVPs or something paranormal. When you are finished asking questions, say something along the lines of stopping the recording. This is for the same reason as when you say starting the recording. The Estes method is a major part of my investigations, but it is important to do it correctly. Make sure that the person in the Estes method has their eyes completely covered and the headphones completely over their ears. They should not be able to hear other people, or if they can, they should not be able to tell what they're saying. The person should only say what words they hear or describe any noises through the spirit box that they're hearing. They should not ask their own questions or make comments. Those are my major tips that will hopefully give you better results and more accurate evidence. I'm eventually going to post some videos that give tips on more specific devices and show you how they work. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.